Hello, class. My name is Micah Solomon. This is the week 6 discussion on video games, which is pretty cool. Um, I'm a huge fan of video games. I play as often as I can, as long as my homework's mostly caught up. Um, I've been playing video games since my first system was the regular Nintendo. I had a buddy that had the Atari, so we would play that in like fourth and fifth grade. Um, So this was late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, I've played all systems, PlayStation, Sega Genesis, Xbox. I currently play on a PS4 now. I love role-playing games. Diablo 4 is what I'm playing right now. And Diablo 4 is a new release game, so seeing some of the stuff in these videos kind of put into perspective what all it takes to produce a new video game. And there's so much demand with video games, with the market. There's so many different genres and types of games that, there could be a new release every week, maybe every other day, it seems like. So these game developers absolutely work very hard to put out a product. Sometimes it's a great product, sometimes it's mediocre, and sometimes it tanks. Um, so reading about crunch time, um, you kind of feel bad for these game developers where some of these games tank and they don't make money, and yeah, they have to lay people off, or the games do really well, like the Call of Duty franchise or the Grand Theft Auto franchise, and it just continues to grow. And I'm sure those developers are hopefully compensated better. It kind of reminds me of the movie Grandma's Boy. Um, Great film, but it glorifies the video game industry as these nerdy guys have this incredible place to work, and of course, a wrench gets thrown in the mix when this beautiful woman comes on and starts working at the company, and it kind of confuses everybody because that's not their normal way of operating. Um, Going back though to playing Diablo 4, I'd been waiting for that game for well over a year. Since they announced the release for it. I got to play in the open beta version, which was great. And then the actual game dropped, and I spent $110 on it, whatever. But the game went very fast, and sometimes there was disappointing things in the game, which are slowly being worked on with patches. But it just goes to show, with as big of a company that Blizzard is, they can still put out a game that's really not quite finished. Diablo 3 is not good, but with all the patches and downloadable content that came after, it really made it a much better game. Um, Not as good as Diablo 2, but still, it made it a better game. So lastly, the video talked about how big the gaming industry has become. People paying to watch others play, big tournaments with huge cash prizes. Um, but really, it's the developers that are still getting the short end of the stick. They create the game, they make it playable for all these people, but yet they're the ones that are not being compensated fairly. So unionizing could help that. It could level out the playing field, but that's that's the way the market is. I'm sure whoever the football manufacturer is for the NFL, they're not getting paid the same as the players, but without that ball, they can't play. So everybody everybody does their part, and everybody should be compensated for the part that they do. So, all right, that's everything. Have a great week. Thank you.